Hello everyone, my name is Jenny Wakefield and I will be your instructor this semester. I have worked as an instructional designer at UT Dallas for many years with online course design and also with course support before I entered the doctoral program here at UNT in the Department of Learning Technologies, which is kind of my home here at UNT. So this is my fourth year of teaching here at UNT, while I'm also finishing up my dissertation of writing, and this is on the topic of alternate reality games and transmedia storytelling in formal learning. So it's a little bit different from grant writing, but really not so far-fetched, because as you write a dissertation, you write something that is very structured, and that's also what you do when you write a grant proposal. You follow specific steps in the process. I also work with course support in the Department of Public Affairs and Community Services, so some of you may have seen my name there. And this semester I'm very excited to then be able to teach you how to write grant proposals in the real world. So a little bit about my writing. I've written several grants myself. I've shadowed grant writers in their writing, and I have worked with teams on writing grants and also on grants that have been funded. So what happens after a grant actually gets the money. So as we move forward, I'll then be able to share some from my experience and show you some proposals. It's always good to look at real world examples. What does a good proposal look like, and what does one that isn't so good look like? So that's what we're going to be doing throughout the semester too, to give you an idea of the real things. This course was designed by Courtney Benetoski, and she works in the research office with grant writing for the university. She's got many years of experience, and she has taught this course in the past, last spring. And we will be able to follow her and listen to her and see her in videos throughout the semester when she talks about her experience, and she can share with you some things that didn't go so bad, because often you learn from those mistakes just as much as you learn from what goes well. The book we're going to be using in this course is this one. It's called Winning Grants Step by Step. It's the 4th edition of this book, and it's by Tori O'Neill McElrath. Now, if you happen to have the 3rd edition of the book, which looks like this, then that's going to work just as well, just so you know that you have an option there. So in our course, I have broken you up into 3 different groups, and you will be using real-world non-profit dental agencies as the basis for your individual design of a grant proposal. So we're going to be doing just what the book says here on the cover. We're going to be building on this full proposal throughout the semester, step by step, putting the pieces together into a coherent and good proposal. And this final piece, which is due at the end of the semester, is going to be very close to a real grant proposal that could actually be sent in for funding purposes, and it's going to be a very nice portfolio piece for you to have. Now, grant writing is very rarely done in isolation, and as such, your groups are going to function as part of this team that you would write a proposal together with in the real life. And therefore, it's important that you get to know your peers within your group. And the first thing I want you to do is to go to the discussion board and answer those few prompts that have been placed there, and start to communicate with your peers. They're going to be helping you, give you feedback, which I will do as well, but it's very important that you listen to them and incorporate into your proposals the feedback that you get. Learn to get along and learn to take that critique, which sometimes can be really hard for us. So next, there's a video here. It's an introduction by Courtney Benetoski. Again, she's the one who designed this course. So go ahead and listen to that as well. And one more thing, keep a lookout. I like to communicate using the announcement tool inside of Learn. So make sure to keep a lookout for those messages, because they're likely of the character important or trying to be very helpful. So again, I'm looking really much forward to being here in this course with you and helping you with grant proposal writing.